come forward and say, hey, I need some help, I want to be legal, then hey, that's fine. But they're not even trying to be legal.
Yeah. Do you have any conflict with them in the community?
Well, no, I don't. I actually have, my sister has a mixed baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with it as long as it's legal.
I feel that America has forgotten about Americans.
So what do you hope to achieve? Is this just kind of a wake-up call for people, or?
Yeah, I think this is not a start, but it's a continued process, and I think people are fed up.
Do you feel your jobs are threatened, or your livelihood?
My livelihood, my community, me as a black woman, I'm not welcome in my own community anymore.
Do you feel hostility?
I feel some hostility, but I feel sad. I feel sad that people will come here and make me feel that I'm no longer needed here or wanted.
I was born in Los Angeles, man, and I was born here. I gotta speak Spanish to get a job.
Do you feel that your jobs are threatened by illegal aliens?
Yeah, it is. We can't even get a job.
They turn you down just because you don't speak Spanish?
Sometimes I come in there and they speak in Spanish, and they just bump me on out.
So you're not even welcome to enter an interview, or?
At all. Sometimes I go in the stores, I ask for something, they say no complaint.
This is right here in South Central?
Right here in LA. From LA, from Hollywood to Compton.
So what do you hope to achieve long term with all this?
Well, they need to get the ones that don't belong here back over there so we can start working again. A lot of us not even working.
Yeah.
And if you don't speak Spanish, you can't get a job in LA.
So what do you think about this amnesty bill they're toying around with?
For it. No amnesty. Our people have been fighting since the beginning. Come from dogs on us. The civil rights belongs to black people.
You feel like your civil rights are getting hijacked?
Yeah. Why? We was kidnapped the brothers over here, right? Now we had to go through a lot to get what we had now. These people done snuck over here.
Immigrants hotel civil rights on our labor.
Yeah.
Our sacrifices. We're the ones with the scars on the back of our heads, boots, chains, whips, spit on, fire hoses, and to come in here illegally on our coattail, our labor, our sweat and blood is not going to do. You're not going to attach that to civil rights.
So what ultimately?
If you're here legally and you want your rights, you get out and fight for them. Don't attach yourself to us and still at the same time shoot our children down in the streets. Steal a job, take the bread from their mouth. Don't do that.
So ultimately, do you think we should just enforce our laws, have these guys stand in line and do it the right way, or?
It's the only way to do it. That is the only way to do it. We have to go through the legal process. You have to go through the legal process. That's what it means to be a man.
It's getting fluttered down. We're all going to get hurt. And it's not a, you know what, it's not a, you know what, I said, I worked at Southern Border. I found that, we found little kids by themselves, and it is sad. But the thing is this, that Guatemala, the Southern America, they have to fix their own country first because we're taking the burden. But that's the other thing. Does everybody know what Mexico's policy is on immigration? They have a zero tolerance. They will boot you. They don't care if you're a woman with child or whatever it is. They boot you out. But you know what? We're a giving country. We're a giving nation. We help people out. You know what? It's the right thing to do. But when you're taking 500 a week, people coming in, then the next week, and on top of that, you're going to have 10 people going to the hospital, whether it be for active scabies or whatever it is. Think of what your wait time is right now at the hospital. It's getting done to local government. Hey, I'm a veteran. I don't even have health insurance. Neither do my kids. Is it fair? No, but that's the way it is. But am I on the Obamacare thing? No, because you know what? It subsidies our taxpayer dollars. My parents are from Mexico. They became citizens. I'm a former Marine.
Black folks is in an abusive black leadership relationship.
We have to send a message. This is the time for us to send a message.
We always talking about what the Republicans ain't done for us or what they will do to hurt us. My life has been hurt by Democrats.
And we got in our mind that we always got to keep voting Democrat.
Look and see in your community, who are the real oppressors in our community? They always talk about black on black crime. And when you hear the word black on black crime, the first thing you think of is a black man robbing you, a black man breaking in your house. And that is a black on black crime. But let's take it one step further. There's a black on black crime down in City Hall. There's a black on black crime down in all the state capitals in America where black folks are voting against our interests. where black folks are voting and making us, we're getting poor and poor, and other groups are getting richer and richer.
Everywhere you go, there's poverty in black areas.
This is where I stand at right now. Ida B. Wells, public housing residents should live at. Most of the people at home is living in the street. And it's because of you, Mr. President.
In Detroit, where your leaders at? There's no white folks running Detroit, cutting water on black folks in Detroit. Them black folks running that city. Ain't no white folks doing that. Them black folks going along with that. Everything's happening in our community is black leadership doing this.
Our children know that if the Democrats have not done anything for us as of yet, why should they even go out and vote? What agenda is on the table that's going to change their life?
The only thing they're offering the black community is abortion on demand. This is what the president asking for us to vote for.
Now he wants to have this conversation about minimum wage raise because he knows that this is the way to get a lot of the poor people's attention. But to hell with his minimum wage raise. We don't have any jobs. A minimum wage raise for what?
They're not pushing a black agenda. They're not pushing a family agenda. They're pushing a neoliberal agenda.
Across this city, in these major democratic cities, this is what it looks like.
How can the same process happen over and over again and nobody got nothing, can't do nothing about it?
Black leadership is abusing us. The Democratic Party is abusing us.
It's the same way in every black community across the country.
And they force us into a life of welfare. We don't want no welfare. We want opportunities to go to work. We want opportunities to own business. They bailed out all of the major banks and these big investors, but left the people starving.
There are no Tea Parties in your city.
We don't have those people. We have a major democratic machine, and the majority of them, they look like me. These are the people who make sure we get nothing, but then turn around and have us to vote for them again.
They only come around when it's time for elections. When they think they can give you a toy or give you a turkey or something, and then everything is good.
Hundreds of millions of dollars are coming down from the federal government. But the money is going to all these special interest groups. My brother's keeper went to his friends. This whole corrupt democratic system that gobbles up all the dollars and starves the people out. Can you all look around your community and see any change that have come about with these hundreds of billions of dollars that have come through our cities? No, you cannot. What we do see is our elected officials riding around in new cars, and they have new homes.
When our people don't have jobs in our communities, when we don't have any vital resources, when all the deals been cut and all our people are left out, this is where we end up.
And we got the most important thing that we can stop all this. Everybody got to vote. And if you use your vote wisely, you can stop a lot of this stuff.